හරි අපි එහෙනම් පටන් ගමු නේද? 12ක් ඉන්නවා. කමක් නැහැ පටන් ගමු. හැමෝටම ඇහෙනව නේද මාව? Hello. Hello. ඇහෙනවද මාව?
Yes, sir.
හරි. right. හරි. පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න මට ඇහුන්නේ හරියට මාව ඇහෙනවද? මොකද මගේ ස්පීකර් එක සමහරවිට මාව වෙලාවත් දන්නේ නැහැ. මේකට පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න බලන්න ඇහෙනවද මාව හැමෝටම? Hello. right. සවුන්ඩ් එක පොඩ්ඩක් මදි වගේ බලමු. හරි කමක් නැහැ බලමු. right. හරි එතකොට අපි අද කතා කරන්න යන්නේ මයික් කන්ට්‍රෝලින් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් ගැන. අපි දැන් ඊයේ සහ සොරි ඊයේ නෙමෙයි අපි ගිය සතියේ අපි කතා කළා මයික් කන්ට්‍රෝලින් ගැන. මොකද්ද මයික් කන්ට්‍රෝල් එකක් කියන්නේ? කොහොමද මයික් කන්ට්‍රෝලර්ස් වැඩ කරන්නේ? මොනවද ඇතුලේ තියෙන components, right? So likewise last time we discussed about everything about the mic control and how they works and what are the components inside the CPU, the clock and the clock generator, the RAM, ROM, and everything. So we discussed the input-output peripherals, as well as we discussed about the application. So I showed you several example videos and where you found that I mean the mic controllers can be used for lots of applications, right? And the most important thing why we have included it in your module, the C++, that we have write codes, like we have write a C++ code or C code in order to program this mic controller. So what we can do is we can connect several input devices and output devices into a mic controller. And what we can do is we can program it uh, for a desired function, right? So we can program it to a desired function. අපිට මොකක් හරි ඕනේ වැඩක් කරගන්න අපිට mic controller program කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? So today what we are going to do is that we are going to do it. I mean the programming, we are going to do it practically, and we are going to use a uh, Atmega 2516 mic controller inside this Arduino Mega, and we are going to program this mic controller and see how the codes can be written and how we can upload codes into this and how we can program this for a very simple application, right? Okay, so before going on to that, let me uh, show you a few things, right? That the mic control that we are using is Atmega 2516. So this is not the mic control, this is our development board. This is our development board, Arduino Mega, and inside this is the mic controller, right? So this is what the mic controller that we are using, and it's a Atmega 2516 mic controller. And here you can see the 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 specifications of the Atmega 2516 mic controller, and its operating voltage is 5 volts. That means input and output voltages are 5 volts, right? So whatever the devices you are going to attach it to should be 5-volt devices. Sensors, everything should be 5-volt devices. And the output devices can be anything, like you can even control motors like 12-volt motors, it can be controlled, right? It's fine. But the input devices should be 5 volts, and the voltage that it can provide from these pins, right? The voltage the this board can provide is 5 volts. So any pin you can the maximum voltage that you can provide is 5 volts. So this is working with a 5-volt operating voltage, right? And you can power this with 5 volts or any voltage between 7 to 12, right? So can you see now we can use a DC jack here, right? So this is the now I will show you. Now here you can see that there is this power port, right? So this is there's a DC. You can provide the power using a DC jack, and you can provide voltage between 7 to 12, right? 7 to 12. So that's the recommended voltage to power this up, but still you can power it up with 5 volts as well. That means either you can use this pin DC jack. මොකද මේ DC jack කියන්නේ දැන් routers වල එහෙම තියෙන 12 volt අන්න ඒ වගේ DC jack එකකින් ඔයාලට power කරන්න පුළුවන්. Or else you can use this USB, right? Or else you can use this USB, the USB port, and you can then attach this USB port to your computer, and then it will also be powered up. And also the other thing is you can use a power bank or any other like 5 volt input and power this Arduino using this cable, right? So you can use the USB cable and you can attach a 5 volt device like a computer or a power bank or your phone charger. Using your phone charger, anything, you can power this up using this cable. Or else you can use a DC jack. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ DC jack එක use කරලා ඔයාලා power කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, this DC jack, right? So that those are the methods to power this up. And the limits, if you take, you can work it, I mean, you can power it up using 6 to 12 volts, but not recommended. The recommended voltages are 7 to 12, right? And it has 54 digital input output pins. Digital input output pins, I will explain what digital input output pins are, right? But anyway, this has digital input output pins like 64 pins, and inside that 54 digital output pins, we have 14 PWM outputs. I will explain next week what are PWM pins, but inside this 54 digital pins, you have 14 PWM pins. I will explain what I mean by PWM on next week, right? Then the other thing is that we have analog pins, 16 analog pins. So what are analog pins, what are digital pins, I will explain in detail, right? And the maximum current that the microcontroller can provide from these pins, may pins link provide now. The maximum voltage these pins can provide is 5 volt. Understood? So the maximum voltage that these pins can provide is 5 volt, and the maximum current it can provide is 40 milliamperes. 40 milliamperes, so very small current, right? So it's not capable of driving motors and devices which needs higher voltage and higher currents. Then high voltage use කරන motors, relays, ඔය වගේ තියෙන ලොකු currents use කරන ඒවා බෑ drive කරන්න මේ Arduino එක use කරලා, right? මොකද ඒතර motor controlling කරන්න පුළුවන් directly බෑ. මං කියන්නේ මේකට wires ගහලා කෙලින්ම motor control කරන්න ඒ වගේ ලොකු current එකක් use කරන දේවල් මේකට ගහලා control කරන්න බෑ. අපිට වෙනම power දීලා control කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේකෙන් control කරන්න පුළුවන්. මං කියන්නේ directly motors එහෙම මේකට ගහන්න බෑ කියලා, right? You can connect direct, you can connect motors motors or relays or any device which needs higher current and higher voltage directly using this Arduino, but you have other methods like you can supply the power from a separate voltage source and you can control it from this one. It can be done, but I mentioned that it cannot be done directly through this board. And the 3.3 volt pin, now there is a 3.3 voltage pin here, I will show you. Now it can provide 50 milliamperes. So 50 milliamperes is the maximum one. And it has a flash memory. Flash memory is kind of the memory where you are going to upload your code, right? This flash memory is where you are going to upload the code, upload your code, flash memory, right? So there is like 256 flash memory, 256 kilobytes of a flash memory here, right? Got it? And 8 kilobyte is the bootloader. Bootloader is like a permanent memory where all the settings are saved, like in your computer now. Without OS, your computer runs, right? So that memory, like similar to that memory, the bootloader memory take 8 kilobytes, the permanent kind of a memory, right? And 256 kilobytes is allocated for your program and all the other registers, right? Okay, so the other thing is that it has a RAM of 8 kilobytes. The RAM of this Atmega 2516 is 8 kilobytes, and it has a permanent memory like electronic erasable programmable memory of 4 kilobytes. So this can be used as a hard disk. This EEPROM can be used as a hard disk, a permanent memory, kind of a hard disk inside the microcontroller, but it's very small in size, 4 kilobytes, right? And the clock speed of this uh, is 16 megahertz, right? So now in your computer you have in gigahertz range 2.7 gigahertz, but it is a very small clock speed, like it takes 16 megahertz, right? 16 megahertz. Got it? Um, all right. Okay, right. Those are the details simply about this Atmega 2516 micro. Now, if you have any doubt, please ask, right? If you have any doubt, please ask. Got it? Now, this, uh, right, so give me a second. All right. What happened here? Uh, give me a second. Okay, right. Uh, so that's it about the mic controller, right? So the basic specifications on the mic controller, right? Okay, so next we are going to check about the configuration. I mean the pin arrangement, right, of the mic controller. So now don't worry about what are the analog pins. I will explain about the analog pins on next week. But here we have the digital pins, right? So these are the digital pins. You can see the pins that have been highlighted in the green color. So these are known as digital pins. Right? These are known as digital pins, right? And these are analog pins, and we will discuss about these pins on next week. Analog pins, and these are the power pins of the. These are the power pins. I mean, these pins are the power pins, right? So digital pins are capable of controlling digital devices, digital sensors, and digital input and output device, both digital input and output devices. So what do you mean by digital input and output devices? Huh? Digital input and output devices. So any example, can you provide me example for digital device? Yes, quickly. Yes, any idea? Yes.
Digital watches.
I can't hear. That's the case. Is there any issue with my? Yeah, it works. It works. Yes. Anyway, printers. No, no, not printers. Digital input output devices, like digital in the sense which can has two states. Digital devices are states dekai, right? So like LED on off, right? A digital input device switch push button, either on either off, right? So likewise, if you have like two states, right? Two states on off, right? Likewise, those are the digital devices, right? Digital devices simply in this case, right? So the green color highlighted pins can be used for both digital input and digital output devices. We will discuss, but for now, just keep the idea like the 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 uh, the the green color pins can be used for either connecting digital input device or digital output devices. And the green color pins, sorry, the yellow color pins, the yellow color pins are called the analog input pins. So these are used for connecting analog devices, right? Analog devices. Got it? Detecting analog input devices. I will explain what I mean by analog input devices. Most of the sensors are analog input devices. I will discuss about them later. And the red colored pins, they are the power pins. Like we have several power pins here. So what is the usage of these power pins? Let me show you. Right? The power pins here, we can get like 3.3 volt, 5 volts, like power, ground, right? So 3.3, 5 volts and ground pins. And also we have another pin we can take V in. What do you mean by V in? V in, like, you know that we can power, like let's say we are going to we power it up using 9 volt. From the V in, we can get the input voltage. Like if this is powered using 9 volt, you can get 9 volt here. If this is powered from 12 volt, this gives you 12 volts. This gives you 12 volts. But all the other pins like 3.3, it provides 3.3 volts. 5 volt pin provide 5 volt pin or 5 voltage, and ground pins provide the 0 volt, right? Understand? So power pins you can get directly power, right? Power pins you can get 5 volts, 3.3 volts, 0 volt, I mean ground, and also you can get the V in from that. V in also can be taken out, right? So that's what these pins are simply about. Right? And now today our focus will be on digital input output devices, right? So digital input output devices, that means we are going to uh, right, so we will be discussing about these today, right? These set of pins and what we can do using those pins, that's what we are going to discuss today, right? These pin, digital pins. Got it? Right. So before going on to digital pins, we have to have an idea about digital signal, right? So what I mean by a digital signal? So your convenience, I have added two signals like analog signal and a digital signal. So as you can see the upper one here, so this is an analog signal, this is analog signal, and this is a digital signal. So what do you mean by a digital signal? Digital signal can take only two states, right? It can take only two states, like 5 volt or 0 volt, or else 2 volt or 0 volt, right? 12 volt, 0 volts. Likewise, it can have two states, two voltages. It can be like minus 5 and plus 5. It can be like 10 and minus 2. It can be two voltages. Now, not always necessary to be 0. Ham William 0 window, but two states, high state and a low state. The voltage values can be changed, right? So this is what you call a digital signal, right? Now, for example, if you go to your room and if you turn on your the light, right? So that's in the on state, right? When you turn it off, it's in the off state. තේරෙනවද? ගෙදර තියෙන light එක on off. ඒක digital signal එකක් අපි දෙන්නේ. Either on, either off. That's a digital signal. So most of the signals, like not the most, but there are lots of digital signals I can give examples for, right? So turning on a LED, on, off, right? So two states. So if you are providing a signal which has two states, like high state and a low state, so it's known as a digital signal, right? Digital signal, right? So now what I mentioned here, now these digital pins, the green color pins, right? So they are capable of providing a digital signal. Then මෙන්න මේ green color pins වලට පුළුවන් digital signal එකක් provide කරන්න, right? මේ green color pins වලට පුළුවන් digital signal එකක් දෙන්න. يعني high දෙන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් low දෙන්න පුළුවන්. බොහොම සරලයි. දැන් Arduino එක වැඩ කරන්නේ මොන operating voltage එකේද? Yes, Arduino works with what the operating voltage Arduino works. Yes? Anyone quickly? දැන් මම කිව්වා.
5 volts.
5 volts, right? So the on state of Arduino is 5 and the off state is 0, right? So that means these digital pins can provide either 5 or 0, right? But next week we will discuss that these digital pins can also provide any value between 0 to 5, right? It can provide any value between 0 to 5. We will discuss about it next week. මේ voltage මේ pins වලට බිඳුවේ ඉඳන් 5 දක්වා ඕන value එකක් දෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. අපි ඒක next week එකේ කතා කරමු. හැබැයි අද අපි කතා කරන්නේ digital signals ගැන. So what I mean by digital, either 5 volt, either 0 volt, right? So we can provide either 5, either 0 from any of these digital pins. Not any, but most of these digital pins, right? So the thing is, now we don't use these set of pins for our digital analog thing, right? So we don't use this one. Now these set of pins, so these are called communication pins, right? So these are not used for providing digital input output, but these are used as communication pins, but they are a special type of digital pins, right? Some special set of digital pins where we use it for communication, but other than that, all the pins, right? ඒ ටික අරුණාම අනිත් ඔක්කොම pins මේවා මේ තියෙන මෙන්න මේ දෙකේ ඉඳන් මෙන්න මෙතනට එනකන් මෙන්න මේ pins මේ ඕන එකකින් අපිට 0 5 දෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? 0 hari 5 hari දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Understood? Got it? So that's what digital signal means, right? So let's see, right? So we will do it. Now these digital pins can provide either 0 or 5 volts simply, right? So what are the pins that thing can be done? All the pins without excluding these pins, right? ඔක්කොම පින්ස් මෙන්න මේ පින්ස් ඔය රතු පාටින් highlight කරලා තියෙන පින්ස් නැතුව අනිත් ඔක්කොම කොළ පාට පින්ස් වලින් ඔය high low දෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. අපි බලමු, right? So now we are going to go on to some practical coding, and we are going to like go on to some practicals, right? So we are going to write codes in Arduino, right? So that's what we are going to do. So we need the Arduino software, right? Arduino software. So what you have to do is you have to download it from the internet, right? So I will show you how to download it. Right. Right. So now this is one of the important thing that no matter what the Arduino board is, right? Now it's not focused, ne? Mm. Now it's okay, right? So no matter what the board is, Arduino board එක මොකක්ද ගවන්න ඒක Arduino board එකක් නා Arduino development board එකක් නම් අපිට මේ software එක use කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒකේ coding කරන්න. මම last week ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි කිව්වා I mentioned this very clearly that connecting devices into these pins, right? Connecting just like LEDs and like the or switches or anything, right? It's not going to do anything, right? We have to write a code, right? So we have to write the functionality. I told you last time, right? I told you that especially last time. So that's what we are going to do. So therefore we need to program this board. We have to connect devices and we have to program this code, right? In order to program that, we need a software, and that's called the Arduino IDE. Arduino IDE, Arduino Integrated Development Environment, Arduino IDE. Therefore you have to download it, right? You have to download the Arduino IDE. And the most important thing, no matter what's the board you are going to use, whether it's Arduino Mega, whether it's Arduino Nano, whether it's Arduino Uno, anything, right? Doesn't matter what's the board is, still you are going to use the same Arduino software, right? So the same Arduino software will be used regardless of the board you are going to use. මොකද්ද use කරන Arduino board එකේ වැඩක් නෑ, අපි එකම software එක තමයි ඔය code ලියන්න use කරන්නේ, right? එක එක්කෙනාට එක ඒවා නෑ, right? පැහැදිලිද? Okay. Right. Got it? So Arduino IDE download. Arduino IDE download. There is an issue with this one anyway. Let's see. So you can download it from the official site, right? Right? So you can download it from here. Right? You can download the zip file, right? You can download the zip file from here. Got it? Right? So it will take some time. Let me show you. let me get it after downloading. Right. Give me a minute. Right. Okay, so it's downloaded. So what you can do is after downloading it, you can take that file, right? This one, and you can extract it here if you want. Right? And after extracting, what you can do is simply takes time. The thing is now, what I have downloaded is the software. Uh, yeah, so we have down. I mean, both is fine, but you can download the setup. It would be easy, right? If you can download the setup, it would be easy, right? So this download the setup, and this downloads directly the software, right? Both are fine, but it's easy if you can download the software, right? So if you click on this one, it downloads the software, and if you click this one, it download directly the plug and play version of the software, right? So it's easy to use the software, right? So now click on this one, and it will download you the software, right? So this is what you are going to get after that, and what you have to do is just double click on this, right? And thereafter, what will happen is that you can install it. Okay, give me a second. Right. So what you can do is now when you open it, you will take this, you will get this kind of link, and you can just import, you can install it, right? Like following normal steps. And thereafter, if you take the, like if you search for Arduino in your start menu, right? දැන් අරක බොහොම සරල විදිහට install කරන්න තියෙන වෙන softwares install කරනවා වගේ තමයි install කරලා දැන් මේක තමයි download කරන්න, right? So you have to download this one. So this download the setup, right? After downloading it, you have to install it, and after installing it, this is what you are going to get. In the start menu, search for Arduino, and it will give you this kind of application. It gives you this kind of application, right? This kind of application. So this is where we are going to write codes, right? This is where we are going to write codes in the Arduino, right? මේ software එක තමයි අපි Arduino වලට code එකක් ලියන්නේ, right? Okay, so now what is the purpose is to provide the digital signal, right? So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to do something like this. So here you can see, yeah. So I'm going to take an LED, right? I have LED like this, right? So in LEDs, you know, usually you know these things, right? So the longer terminal is the positive and short terminal is the negative, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to connect this one into pin number 2, digital pin number 2, right? And I'm going to connect this pin into the ground pin, right? Ground pin, understood? Right? So I'm going to provide the positive pin into the pin number 2, and I'm going to connect the negative pin into the ground, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Understood? So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide the high voltage, that means 5 volts from this one, high voltage from this one, right? So then what happens? The LED should turn on, right? The LED should turn on, right? Since the negative is connected to ground, so this is, you know, right? This is a kind of a diode, no, right? Diode in the sense like a light emitting diode, LED, light emitting diode. So what happens when you are going to provide like positive and negative voltage, like ground and a positive voltage, high voltage from this side, this will turn on, right? So that's something obvious that we know, right? So that's what we are going to do now, right? But the thing is, now we have to do it using a code, right? Now connecting a LED, I will show you. Connecting a LED won't do anything, right? Connecting the LED won't do anything. So let me show you, right? So I will change the camera, right? I will change the camera. Give me a second. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll take this one, right? And I'm going to plug it to my PC, right? Plug into my PC in the sense, right? I'm going to connect it using the USB cable. Let me show you. So now you can see, you can see the LED turns on. So this, actually this is the power. So this indicates that this is powered up, right? So what I have done is I connected it using the, see, I have connected it to the computer. That's what I have done simply, right? So now this is powered up, right? Got it? Right. So then what I'm going to do is simply, uh, I'm going to take 2 jumper wires. I'm going to take 2 wires. Now you should do this in a breadboard. I think you have done the basic electronics, right? Have you done the basic electronics in your previous modules? Basic electronics කරලා තියනවද?
No, sir. Electronics we didn't cover.
You didn't?
No, sir. We didn't.
Ah.
Only the electrical part.
Electrical in the sense what you have done? I mean,
Power.
power electronics.
Power, power electricals.
Power electronics in the sense now you are familiar with transistors and everything, is it?
No, no, no. The power part, the 230
Ah,
voltage.
right. Okay. So not electronics, right? Okay. But do you know what's a breadboard is? You know, right? No. Anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Give me a second. So your weekend badge and your badge, like, are you the two badges? Are you following two different curricula?
No, it's the same.
Same, but they have mentioned that they have followed some basic electronic course.
Sometimes as additionals, they may have done.
Ah, okay. I mean, you have elective subjects.
No, the subjects are all are same, but for the weekday batch,
You have
the
more.
lecturers are doing some more things
Okay.
to them because they are just A-level students.
Ah,
They,
right,
they,
right,
they
right, right. So
lecturers
it's
treat
a
us.
kind
We
of
are,
orientation kind of a thing, is it?
yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Basic maths and
Because,
everything. Ah, right.
yeah, because we are selecting with the diplomas, no.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Right. So anyway, now what I'm going to do, I have jumper wires, right? So I have jumper wires. Now, this is not the correct method to do this. You should have a breadboard, right? You should have a breadboard, and let me show you. This is how we are going to connect it, like for testing, right? So you have to get a breadboard, and you have to connect it exactly like this, right? Got it? මෙන්න මේ වගේ තමයි මේ connect කරන්න ඕනේ. But unfortunately, with this situation, I don't have a breadboard in my residence, right? So therefore, just I'm connecting this using wires, but it's not the correct method to do this. You have to properly connect it like this, right? So when you are going to do the labs in your lab, I mean in your university, then we will use these breadboards and do this properly, right? Got it? For now, just for the time being, we are connecting it using two wires like this, but it's not the correct method to do that. And this is the the longer terminal. So I connect this one, the blue color, not the blue color jumper wire, and I'm going to take it the blue color jumper wire, and I connect it to pin number 2. So the positive side will be connected to pin number 2. Why pin number 2? Now, as you can see, like pin number, why you may have a question. Why aren't you starting from pin number 0? I told you that these pins are like from 1 to this 21. So these are known as the communication pins. So we don't use them for our digital input out connection. So these are communication pins. So we don't use it. What we use is like, okay, from here to here and here to here, right? So we use the pin number 2, and the negative sign, I mean the cathode of the LED, I'm going to connect it to the ground pin here, the ground pin here, right? Now you can see, so I have made the connection, but nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. The LED like LED remains the same, right? That means like just connecting this won't do anything. So we have to write a code in order to like turn on the LED if we want. Got it? That's what we are going to do now. Now, in order to do that, we have to use this Arduino Mega, right? This Mega, the the board, right? So we have assume that we have the Arduino, right? We have the Arduino, and this is the connection now, that what was the connection that we have made, right? The connection is like yeah. So here we have an LED. We have an LED, right? So we have an LED like this. So you know the anode and the cathode, anode and the cathode. So we have an LED like this, and thereafter what I'm going to do, I'm going to take an wire, like an pin number 2, so digital pin number 2. To this, I'm going to connect this positive pin, right? And there's a ground pin somewhere here, right? The ground pin, and to that, I'm going to connect this pin, right? So now the connection is done. So now what we have to do, the only thing that we have to do, okay, these are digital pins, right? So you know that these are digital pins. So what I have to do now is I have to provide a high voltage from here. Right? I have to provide a high voltage from here, right? Pin number 2, right? So if I make it a high voltage for it's for example, it's like this, right? So this circuit, right? I'm going to provide the like let's say 5 volts and the ground. So this LED should turn on, right? That's what I'm doing. Now you may be wondering, can a LED bear 5 volts, right? Can LED bear 5 volts? Now, as you can remember in now, like, you know, right? So 3.3 volts something is the maximum voltage that LED can bear, right? Yeah, the LED එකට දෙන්න පුළුවන් maximum voltage එක 3.3 volts වගේ නේ, 3 point something නේද? LED max voltage. බලමු. Yeah, 3.3 මේ තියෙන්නේ, right? So 3.3 වගේ තමයි maximum, but the thing is the LED won't burn, right? The LED won't burn. Why? LED එක burn වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි 5 volts දෙන්නේ. මොකද අපි 5 volts දුන්නාම LED එක burn වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මොකද සාමාන්‍ය 3 වගේ තමයි maximum දෙන්නේ. අපි 5 දෙන්නේ. හැබැයි 5 දුන්නා කියලා LED එක burn වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද අපි මේක දෙන්නේ බොහොම පොඩි current එකක් 50 milliamperes. Sorry, 40 milliamperes. ඉතින් 40 milliamperes හින්දා ඊට වඩා volt current එක වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. current එක අඩු හින්දා LED එකට මුකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Okay. So now what we are going to do here, we are going to turn this LED on by providing a high voltage from here. So you know we can provide digital signals from Arduino, from the digital pins, right? From the digital pins we can provide digital signal, but in order to provide the digital signal you have to use two functions in Arduino called pin mode and digital write, called pin mode and digital write. So we have to use two functions called pin mode and digital write in order to provide the voltage from this pin number 2, right? So the first function that you have to use is pin mode, right? This pin mode function, you have to provide two parameters. Now you may be wondering, okay, what's pin mode? You explicitly taken it here. So what do you mean by pin mode? Yeah, pin mode is a function available in Arduino IDE. So you are not going to worry about it. It's something written by the Arduino. So it has its definition. So like the function we have wrote, similar kind of functionality is done inside. මේ pin mode කියන function එකේ මොකක් හරි දෙයක් කරනවා. ඒ මොකක්ද කරන්න කියන එක ඔයාට worry වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොකද ඒක Arduino වල define කරලා තියෙන. Arduino ඇතුලේ ඒක කරලා තියෙන්නේ, right? But we can use this pin mode. What we have to do is we have to give the pin number, and we can use the digital pin, right? We can use any of these digital pins, right? You can use any of these digital pins highlighted in green as an input pin or output pin. What do you mean by input pin or output pin? That means you can take inputs to these pins as well as you can provide outputs from these pins as well. මේ pin එකට මේ pins වලට input devices වලින් signal ගන්නත් පුළුවන්, output devices වලට signal දෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. يعني signal read කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, signal write කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, signal output කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. තේරෙනවද? digital pins වලට signal එකක් output කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, එන input signal එකක් read කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. So both can be done, right? So now in this scenario, what do you think? Is it an input or an output? Are we going to provide output in this case, output digital signal or input digital signal? What do you think? Are you going to write a signal or you are going to read the signal? Yes. Yes. මේ වෙලාවේ අපි digital output එකක්ද නැත්නම් input එකක්ද ගන්න යන්නේ? මොකක්ද හිතන්නේ?
output.
Output obvious නේද? අපි LED එකට output එකක් දෙන්න නෑ. LED එකට high voltage අපි දෙන්න යන්නේ. ඉතින් මොනවද input? Input කියන්නේ ඔයාලට මෙහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ අපි තියෙන switch එකක්. මේ වගේ switch එකක්. right? මෙන්න මේ වගේ switch එකක් තියෙනවා. right? අර මොනවද මේකට කියන්නේ ඔය toggle switch එකක් හිතන්න toggle switch එකක්. මෙන්න මේ toggle switch එකේ තියෙන wires දෙකක් ගෙනල්ලා අපි connect කරනවා Arduino එකට. right? pin number 2 එකට Arduino එකේ connect කරනවා. මේක ground එකට sorry මේක 5 volt වලට වගේ connect කරනවා. right? එතකොට මේක on කරපු ගමන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? on කරපු ගමන් අපි 5 volts වලට එකක් connect කරලා තියෙනවා. අනිත් එක Arduino එකේ pin number 2 එකකින් අද connect කරලා තියෙනවා. මේක on කරපු ගමන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙයාට 5 volts එනවා. 5 volts reading එකක් එන්නේ. switch එකෙන් reading එකක් එන්නේ. එතකොට ඔන්න ඔක input එකක්. තේරෙනවද මම කියන එක මේ? දැන් එක පැත්තක් අපි 5 volts වලට ගහනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මේ switch එක on කරපු ගමන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මේක මේකට connect වෙලා අපිට මේ pin number එකට 5 volt එකක් එනවා. So that's the input. That's a reading. So we can check whether this switch is on. So that's the input case. We are going to check a input, right? But this is output, right? So we have to always identify whether you are going to provide the output or input. So this is obviously output. So therefore, what you have to do, you have to say, okay, pin number 2. Now the pin number 2, we are going to use it as output, right? So digital signal or a digital pin in Arduino, you can use it in two methods, input mode and the output mode. So in the pin mode, you have to specifically mention before providing a high or low voltage, what you have to do is you have to first, before using that pin, you have to say whether this is whether I'm going to use it as output or input. So now, obvious, I am confirmed. Now I'm going to use it as output pin, right? Then once it declared as output pin, can someone tell me how many possible states that we can provide from this pin? මේ output එක කළාට පස්සේ මේ pin number එකෙන් අපිට possible states කීයක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? Yes, quickly. 2, right? So high or low. So that will be done using a function called digital write. That will be done using a function called digital write, right? Here also you have to provide the pin number and you have to mention whether you are going to provide a high voltage or a low voltage, right? Whether you are going to provide a high voltage or a low voltage. Understood? Got it? So you have two options. Either you can provide a high voltage or you can provide a low voltage, right? So now you may be wondering what this void setup and what this void loop, right? So these are some standard functions in Arduino. මේවා Arduino එකේ තියෙන standard functions දෙක, right? So this is the difference between these two functions. Whatever the code that you are going to include in the setup function, run only once, right? It run only once. එකපාරයි run වෙන්නේ. setup එකේ දාන එකක් එකපාරයි run වෙන්නේ, right? Whatever the code that you are going to include in the loop, right? Whatever the code you are going to include in the loop will run repeatedly. ආය run වෙනවා. setup එකේ දාන එකක් එකපාරයි run වෙන්නේ, loop එකේ දාන එකක් දිගටම run වෙනවා, right? So that's what these two functions mean. So now we are ready, right? We are ready in the sense we have write a code to turn on this LED. So nothing happens. So what you have to do is you have to upload this code from your computer to your mic controller. දැන් මේ computer එකේ තියෙන මේ code එක තියෙන්නේ, computer එකේ තියෙන code එක ඔයා upload කරන්න ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ board එකේ මෙන්න මේ mic controller එක ඇතුළට. කොහොමද ඒක කරන්නේ? You have to do it first. You have to select. Now I told you that this is the same software that we are going to use for any kind of a microcontroller programming, right? Therefore, what you have to do, you have to first go to this board, go to tools and go to boards and select what the board that you are currently using, right? So I'm using Arduino Mega, right? I told you දැන් මම කිව්වා මේ එකම software එක තමයි use කරන්නේ ඕනම Arduino board එකක් mini micro mega ඕන එකකට. ඉතින් අපි කියන්න ඕනේ specifically මොකද දැන් අපි ගාව තියෙන board එක කියලා. කොහොමද ඒක කරන්නේ? You have to go to tools and you have to go to boards and you have to select the board, and I'm going to select okay Arduino Mega 2516. So if you have a Arduino Uno, right? Arduino Uno, you have to select this. If you have Arduino Nano, you have to select this. Likewise, you have to select the board that you are currently using. So I'm using Arduino Mega, this one, right? Done. The first step is done, selecting the board. Then in that board also you have to provide the processor. That means what the mic controller inside that board. A board එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන mic controller එක මොකක්ද කියලා ඔයා select කරන්න ඕනේ. So that could be done. Go to tools and go to processor and say okay, this is the mic controller that I am using now. So sometimes the same board can be like they can have different mic controllers inside. So first select the board and select the mic controller. So now we are using Atmega 2516 mic controller. Done, right? Then the third one is you have to select the port. Now once you connect the Arduino into your computer, right? So from the computer to the board, it will assign a port, a computer port, a communication port, or we say a COM port. So how to select the COM port? Go to port and select whatever the port available as Arduino Mega or Mega 2516. දැන් මෙතන port එක select කරන එක කියන්නේ computer එකේ කොතනද මේ connect වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. Right? So what you have to do is you have to go to port and select the port which has within brackets which has Arduino Mega or Arduino Mega 2516. So select this one, right? Now the communication is established, right? So now the communication is established. So what you have to do now is that you have to you have to upload the code now, right? You have to upload the code now. So how we are going to do that? Now this button, right? So this button simply what it does, right? What this does is this compile your code. Compile your code in the sense now this, can you remember like running the code? In your this one also. What so can you remember that you had the right? You had the compile, right? So similar thing, the code will be checked, right? Code will be checked in the sense like the errors of the code will be checked. So if it is compiled successfully, that means there are no any errors. For example, now if you run this, you will see that it says compiling sketch and done compiling. So that means no errors are there. But for example, let's say intentionally let me add the error here. So I removed an semicolon. So now this should give you an error. Let's see. Expected this one before this. So similar to the right. So similar to your the div C++, this also compiling that. So after it is compiled successfully, what you can do is you can use this button to upload this code into your mic control, right? Boom, done. Everything will be done if you press that one, right? But unfortunately the LED didn't turned on. Why? Pin number 2, So is it an issue with the LED? Is that the case? I'm not sure about any. Let me check. So if you upload this one, the LED should turn on. That's what I was expecting. Anyway, let's see. Don't worry, let's see. Okay. Let me check this LED, whether it's working or not. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the issue, but let me check whether this LED is working or not. Right. I think the LED is not working. That's the no. Yeah, I think the LED is not working. So give me a second to check whether any other LED. I think yeah. I think this should work. Let's see this LED. I think the issue is this is the LED. Let me check again for a new LED, another LED. Okay, so let me run the same code again. Okay, let me upload it again. Right. Got it? So it's working fortunately now. So the issue was with the LED, right? Got it? Okay. So so it's a very light one, right? Okay. So anyway, now it's working, right? So you can see. Got it? Right? So now,
Sir, excuse me, sir.
yeah,
You mentioned that you are going to provide 5 volts.
yes,
Where it mentioned in the code or the board.
yeah. The thing is now we are providing the digital high low, right? We are providing a high or a low, right?
Yes.
So Arduino works on Arduino digital pins, right? So you can see that it works with 5 volts, right? Operating voltage. Got it?
Okay, then Arduino itself provides 5 volt.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you provide high volt, then definitely 5 volts, since Arduino works
5
with
volt.
5 volts.
Okay, sir.
When you're going to provide zero, that means, I mean, when you're going to provide low, that means it definitely 0 volts,
0. Okay.
right? So we have a method of providing any voltage between 0 to 5. Like next week, we will discuss about how to provide 2.5 volt, how to provide 1.5 volt. Likewise, we can customize. But if we use this digital write function, in any pin number, you can provide a high volt or a low voltage. So if you provide a high, definitely it's 5, since Arduino operating voltage is 5, right? Now you can connect it to any device. I mean, like, okay, let's say 8. Now let me connect this pin to 8. Right. 8. So if you now provide it from 8, the same thing happens, right? So no matter what's the pin number, you can provide any from any digital pin, you can provide a high or low voltage, right? So let me now do something like this, right? See, low, and upload. Let me upload it. Turned off, right? Got it? Okay, so let me do something like this. Hi, and I'm going to provide a small delay, right? So there's a function called delay in Arduino. So this provides a delay. I mean, it's going to pause the program like for a delay given in milliseconds, right? දැන් මෙතන අපි 1000 දැම්මම මොකද අපි 1000 නේ අපි 2000 ගේ දාමු. මේ මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ? 200 milliseconds. So what happens? Now the code will be hold or pause for 200 milliseconds. In other words, it's 2 seconds, right? So delay function where we can provide the delay in milliseconds. So it will it will pause the program for that amount of milliseconds. So now what I'm going to do, okay, make it high, wait 2 seconds and make it low, right? Let's see. Understood, right? So if you run it again, okay, now if I cut this code from here and if I paste it here, now no need to make it to the, I mean, no need to get this code to the setup, since it's like enough if you do it once. I mean, making the pin mode only once, you have to do it only once, right? No need to do it repeatedly. But now what would be the output you are expecting? Any idea? So I have now included the code in the loop. So what's the output you are expecting? Now loop, what happens? The same code will be run repeatedly. This code will be run again and again. So what would be the output you are expecting here? Yes. So I told you, whatever the code that you are going to include in the setup will run only once. Whatever the code that you are going to include in the loop will run repeatedly. So what would be the output that you are going to see here? Yes.
We didn't provide the conditions, sir.
Which condition?
For the loop, we must provide the condition, no?
Which condition? Kind of, I mean, what do you mean?
For that number of times, likewise. Or the
No, this is like an infinite loop.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This is inbuilt like an infinite loop. No need to develop it manually. It's an infinite loop.
Then it will turn on and turn off infinite times.
Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, no, right? Yeah, what do you think was perfect? Right, perfectly right. But can someone figure out what's the reason now? There's a clear reason, a visible reason for this this kind of output. We are not getting the expected output. So can you like carefully check the code and see what happens? I mean, the issue for this one. I mean, technically it should turn on and turn off, but it's not. Can you identify what's the reason?
Yes, digital writes create as repeatedly.
No, the thing now, this is what happens.
The high one is
Yeah, high one is
acting repeatedly.
okay. This one,
Then other things.
yeah. The thing is, this is what happens now. Let me explain what happens in the loop, right? So loop, okay, run this one, run this one, run this one sequentially, right? This one, this one, this one. Go back, this one, this one, this one again, go back. So that's how the loop works, right? So that's how this loop works, right? This one, this one, this one again, this one, this one, this one again, this one likewise, right? Got it? So now, can you see, right? So now can you understand what's the reason? මේ loop එක run වෙන්නේ ඉස්සල්ලාම මේක run කරනවා මේක run කරනවා මේක run කරනවා ආයෙ මේක run කරනවා මේක run කරනවා මේක run කරනවා ආයෙ මේක run කරනවා මේක තමයි loop එක යන්නේ. ඇයි ඉතින් on off වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ? හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද?
It is happening, but we cannot see it
Exactly. Very good. It's happening. We can't see it. Why?
because always the digital rights highs getting prioritized.
No. What do
It's
you say?
coming
What do you
the
mention?
time delay. The time delay. There is no
Yeah,
time delay to.
exactly. Now, very good. See, now we turn on the LED and we wait for 2 seconds and we turn it off, but at the same time, again, it will be turned on, right?
We have to provide another delay
Yes,
after the
very
digital
good,
right?
right? Exactly. Now, this is a loop, right? Turn on, wait 2 seconds, turn off, at the same time, again turn on. තේරෙනවද? Right? ඒකයි දැන් මේක නැති වුණ හින්දා තමයි ඔය කේස් එක එන්නේ. හැබැයි ඉතින් ලූප් එකේ මේ setup එකේ දැම්මම වැඩ කළේ ඇයි? එකපාරයිනේ. දැන් මේක setup එකේ තියදී වැඩ කරන්නේ ඇයි මේ? Why? Huh? Okay. Only once. Turn on, wait 2 seconds, turn off. Now, only once. Thereafter, it's not going to turn it on again. Setup එකේ ආයේ on කරන්නේ නැහනේ. On කළා, තප්පර දෙකක් හිටියා, off කළා, that's all. ඉතින් off වෙලාම දිගටම ඉන්නවා. Right? Got it? Now let's see. Got it? See what this means? 100 milliseconds, 1/10 of a second, right? So it should be turn on and turn off 5 times within a 1 second, right? 100 milliseconds, right? Okay. Can you see? Even you can't see it right now. Why? It happened so quickly, like within 10 milliseconds. What mean? Like for a 1 second, it turns and off for 100 times. Within a second, it turns and turn on and turn off 100 times. So you can't even see it. Got it? Now the other thing is you can even provide like, okay, I mean, you may be wondering, okay, what's the purpose of turning on and turning on off LEDs? Now, there's no any practical usage, but I just wanted to explain you the pin mode and digital right functions available in the Arduino, right? Got it? Right. So now, let me check if there is any kind of push button or something like that is available. Okay. Give me a second. Class, I have class. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have those, but I was looking for a button, a push button, to show you the functionality of like how to take an input. Okay. Right. So give me a second. I will come up with another. Um, okay. Right. So we'll do another thing. Right? Now, now let's try to take an input like this, right? So I'm going to connect a button, right? I'm going to connect a button, but unfortunately a button is not here, but I'll do it like this. So we have a push button, let's say a push button, right? So in a push button, this is what you have inside in the push button, right? A push button. So once you push it, right? Once you push it, what happens? Right, so these will be connected, these two will be connected, right? So for example, now let me connect one terminal of this push button into a 5 volt, right? So let me connect the other one into the pin number, like let's say pin number 8, right? So I'm going to connect this 5 volt one side of the push button into 5 volt, and the other side I'm going to connect to the pin number 8, right? Now what happens when you push it, right? When you push it, what happens? These two will be connected, right? These two will be connected. Understood, right? So now when you push it, what happens? These two will be connected. So what's the voltage that the pin number 8 is going to get? Huh? What's the voltage that the pin number 8 is going to get? Yes? Yes?
Five.
Yes, 5 volt, right? So now, very good. Now, I mean, in the sense now, this is a very simple thing, like 5 volts here, and When you push it, these two will be connected. So it will get 8. I mean, the pin number 8 will get 5 volt. Got it? Now, once you like, if you are not, if you haven't pushed this, right, then it's going to get 0 volt since there is no any connection between these two, right? So unfortunately, I don't have a push button here, but I will do it using a wire, right? I will do it using a wire, right? So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to connect a wire to 5 volt. So this is where 5 volt is, right? Done. So I have connected a wire to the 5 volt, and let me connect. Now I'm going to connect the LED to back to pin number 3, right? And I'm going to connect the another wire to pin number 8, right? So this is what I have done. So this wire is connected to 5 volts, right? If you can see, 5 volts. This wire is connected to 5 volts, right? Now this wire is connected to the pin number 8, right? So if I connect these two, it's similar to a push button, නේද? දැන් මම මේක මෙහෙම කනෙක්ට් කරාම push button එකක් වගේ තමයි නේද? මේ 5 volt මේ 8 එකට connect වෙනවා. Understood, right? So that's what happens, right? So let me write another code, right? Like this. Okay. Now the pin number 2 is the output. Why? It's the LED. Pin number 3 is the output, right? So what about pin number 2? Sorry, pin number 8. Yes, pin number 8. So in this one, I'm going to connect a push button. Simply say a push button here. So what would be the mode, the operating mode of the pin number 8? Yes, the operating mode of the pin number 8. Yes, it is a input, right? Input, okay, right? So then, can you remember the earlier code we used, like digital read, sorry, digital write? So digital write, what it does here right now, for example, 3 high. So what happened? 3 high, I mean, yeah, not 3, sorry, it's connected to, yeah, it's connected to 3, right? So 3 high, what it does, what 3 high does, when you run this, that turn on the LED, right? But similarly, we can use another function to read a digital reading, a digital signal, that's called digital read. So I'm going to read the reading of the pin number 8, right? And this reads the digital reading, the state, whether it's a high state, whether it's 5 volt or 0 volt, and we can get it to a variable. Like let's say reading, and it will be a int reading, right? Got it? Now, this is what I want to do. If this reading is a high, that means if the reading is a high reading, high voltage, I want to turn the LED on. If it is a low voltage, if that means the push button is not pressed, I want to turn the LED off. I want to turn the LED on when the push button is pressed, and I want to turn off the LED when the push button is not pressed, right? So can someone provide me a code to do that quickly? Yes. Now this simply reads the state of the pin number 8, whether it's a high state or a low state. Now digital read. So digital, you know, digital signals, like they have only high state and the low state. So we can check whether it's a high or a low state. If it is a high state, we have to turn on the LED. If it is a low state, we have to turn off the LED. So that means when the push button is pressed, the LED will be turned on, and when the push button is not pressed, the LED will be turned off. Yes, quickly. Yes. Can you suggest me a code to do that? quickly. Yes. Now, from the concepts that you have learned up to now, ඔයාලා C ඉගෙන ගත්ත ඒ වගේ කියන්න පොඩි කෝඩ් එකක් ලියන්න තියෙනවා. ඔය රීඩින් එකේ ඉන්නේ hide the load කියලා. මේ රීඩින් එකේ ඉන්නේ hide the load කියලා. hide the load කියලා තමයි මේ රීඩින් එක දෙන්නේ. කියන්න බලන්න. ඔය රීඩින් එක දිහා බලලා රීඩින් එක high නම් LED එක on කරන්න, රීඩින් එක low නම් LED එක off කරන්න. Yes. Quickly.
if එකක් දාන්න වෙනවා sir.
Okay. If reading
reading
equal high
high
මොකද්ද කරන්නේ?
digital write
ඔව් මේ බොහොම සරලයි නේ. else එහෙම නැත්තම් ඒ කියන්නේ low නම් මොකද කරන්නේ?
digital write low.
low. දැන් මේ බලන්න අපි use කරපු අපි ඉගෙන ගත්ත දේවල් use වෙනවා නේද? බලමු run කරලා. තාම push button එක කනෙක්ට් කරලා අතන push button එකක් නැහැ wires දෙකක්ම එකට ගාවන්නේ. මේලා push button එකක් නැහැ ඒකින්ද wires දෙකක්ම එකට ගාවන්නේ right. දැන් ඔන්න push button එක press කරලා නැහැ wires දෙක connect කරලා නැහැ. ඒකින්ද off මේ දෙක connect කළාම මේක මේ අතේ ගෑවුණා සමහරට on වෙනවා. right දැක්කද? මෙන්න right ඉතින් ඔන්න අනිත් පැත්ත කරන්නත් පුළුවන් මොකද්ද මේ බලන්න ඕන එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන් දැන් කෝඩ් එකෙන් කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න පුළුවන් හරි ලෝ වෙලාවට on කරන්න අනිත් වෙලාවට off කරන්න right දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ on connect කළාම off right කෝඩ් එකෙන් ඕන එකක් කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න පුළුවන් පේනවද දැන් කලින් නේ කනෙක්ට් කරන්න නැති වෙලාවට on කනෙක්ට් කරාම off right ඉතින් මම මේ කියන්න try කරන්නේ LED එකක් on off කරන එක වයර්ස් දෙකක් ගහලා ඉතින් ඕකට mic controller එකක් ඕනද කියලා ඔයාලට හිතෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඕක නිකන් කෙලින්ම wire එකකින් කරන්න පුළුවන් නෑ. නේද? wire එකක් connect කරලා ඕක කරන්න පුළුවන් LED එක on off කරන එක. නෑ නෑ මම මේ කියන්න හදන්නේ right so I'm trying to say that the concepts that we have learned up to now the if conditions the loops and everything that we have used up to now will be used in this microcontroller program. Right? Got it? Understood. So now, right? So now can we do, now shall we do another thing like this? For example, right? So when the push button is connected, we can do something like this. Right? We can blink it. Right? We can blink it if the button is pressed, or we can just turn on when the button is not pressed. When the button is pressed, blink it. See, when the button is pressed, blink it. When the button is not pressed, just turn it on. Got it? When the button is pressed, blink it. When the button is not pressed, just turn it on. Let's see. Okay, now the button is not pressed, therefore it goes to else. since the reading is not high, reading is low, therefore it goes here. So when you connect the button or when you push the button, what happens? This condition will be satisfied, so this will happen. Let's see. This is something new, Neil. Got it? Right? Interesting, right? So now my now, can you understand? Now we are doing the things that shown in the previous video, like I mean the video in the last week. Can you remember? Like controlling input and output devices. So here, can you see? We take an input. According to that input, we control the output devices. Simply, right? So what we have learned, I mean, what I have shown you last time in the video. So I'm demonstrating it here. Not like sensors, but we are using input device like a very small thing, like a push button kind of thing, right? So push button, we can assume it as a input device. So according to the input device, a push button, and we control the LED, right? See, so how interesting it is. Now my point is that we are using the concepts that we have learned in this module in the initial weeks of this course, right? Got it, right? Okay, so that would be everything for today, right? So if you are interested, I'm not not a must, not a mandatory thing, but if you are interested, you can buy this kind of a board, right? So it cost around like 1,800 rupees, this Arduino Mega board. So you can buy it with some components. So if you are interested, not mandatory. Anyway, in your lab, you will get these things. In your lab, you will get this, but meanwhile, if you are interested, you can take this kind of thing and you can write these codes and check, right? Okay, so that would be everything for today. And we will be doing more advanced things on next week, like the PWM and also the analog to digital conversion. So two advanced concepts, analog to digital conversion and PWM on next week. And yeah, so before winding up the session, if you have any doubt.
So excuse me.
Yes.
So now we have connected this board to the PC.
Yeah.
And we are providing code through the software.
Yeah.
Once we provide the code to the board,
No need to
will it
connect the
repeat
computer.
it? Yeah. Then once we provide the power, that will automatically work.
Yes, exactly. Now, for example, let me remove this one. So I now I have uploaded the code, right? Now I have uploaded the code. Understood? Now the code is there. We have uploaded the code. So let me take DC jack. Now this DC jack actually provides 12 volts. So let me power it up using this one, right? So the now powered up. See, right? Right. So it's working, right?
Yeah. Once we upload the code, the computer is not required for the
no
function of
now
the board.
then only a very good question. Now then only you need this, what you need is the power. Once the computer will be only used for uploading the code. Once once the code is uploaded, you can power it using any other power device. Any other powering up, you can use any power source to power this up and still it works.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, right. So any other questions quickly? Right. So I think no any questions other than that. So thank you very much, and we will meet on next week with PWM and ADC, some advanced concepts of mic controlling. Have a good weekend.
Thank you very much, sir.